start with really a big thank you to everybody that comes to Soul in the Algarve and everybody that's booked our Barbados trip as well, which is going to happen in October 2022. I knew probably from about, I'd say last October, well probably last September, the Soul in the Algarve 2021, we would be under a lot of heavy restrictions. So I sent out an email to let people know that what I was calling a best case, worst case scenario. So that would mean that the flights were flying, we would get to Portugal, but we would be under a lot of heavy restrictions, i.e. we probably wouldn't be able to do a carnival in 2021. We probably wouldn't be able to do an inside nightclub. And also, I mean, we didn't even know how many of the businesses that we work with had even survived COVID over the last year, because many businesses have gone down, especially hospitality, restaurants, nightclubs. You know, everybody is suffering. So we really didn't know. So I based it on probably doing some events on the beach, maybe the all-night beach parties. But even then, would we get a license for an all-night beach party? The all-night beach party that we do, we need a license for the beach, and that's what we get every year. We need a license for the carnival, and they're not going to issue those kind of licenses. Even if COVID was well finished by then, people are still going to be wary to get together in large crowds like that, I believe, by May. What I decided to do was talk to everybody. So, as you know, if you've spoken to me over the last 3 or probably 4 weeks, it's taken me about 4 weeks to call everybody and speak to everybody. I wanted to be completely upfront. I wanted to be completely transparent, because I think that's what promoters should be, and let people know what Soul in the Algarve might look like in May 2021. Anyway, I have spoken to nearly everybody on the phone, or every booking on the phone. So if I haven't spoken to you, I've spoken to the party leader, just to be transparent about what's going to happen for Soul in the Algarve 2021. And it took me about 4 weeks to speak to everybody, every team member, and it was lovely. I loved speaking to you all on the phone. It actually made my day. I haven't seen anyone for about a year. I've stayed in, I've been doing my bit as well. So I've been in the office and trying to move things and change things, and we're short-staffed like everyone else. We've got family lives. I've been here doing what I have to do as well. But it was absolutely lovely to speak to all of you. And from those conversations, I said, this is what it is. This is what it's likely to look like this year, so that everybody knows what's happening, and informed decisions can then be made on that. And I think people need to know, they do need to know the truth about what is happening behind the scenes in the events industry. So I've been in this business for the holiday business over 17 years now. So in regards to putting on holiday events and changing things very quickly, we've been through a lot of things. We went through the 2010 volcano, which stopped all the flights running to Portugal just as we were about to go, and we conquered that. So we've been through a lot of things. The 800 people that we had booked on for Soul in the Algarve, that there's probably no way we're going to be able to do an event that large in May 2021. So what I did is I gave everybody the opportunity via an email to say, if you're not ready to travel perhaps, or if you've got underlying health conditions, or you're a bit worried about COVID-19, then you've got the opportunity to move your booking to 2022. And we did that, and a few people responded and wanted to move their booking for various reasons. They weren't ready to travel or whatever. So we ended up with about 600 just before Christmas that were still going to Soul in the Algarve 2021. The cases got more leading up towards Christmas. I think a few more people emailed me and said, look, Vivi, can I just move my booking to 2022? Also, in that time, we had taken on Barbados as well. So as a lot of you know, we're doing a trip to Barbados in October 2022. And lots of people have already booked on for that. In fact, over 700 now. And some people have moved their booking to Barbados 2022. Anyway, long and short of it, by the time it came to just after Christmas, I think we had about 400 people that had moved their bookings over, leaving us with 400 people for Soul in the Algarve 2021. We didn't know what restrictions we were going to have in place, firstly. no one knows. I mean, we still don't know what restrictions may be in place in May. We do know that at the moment the government have brought in that thing where you have to quarantine in a hotel when you come back from holiday for 14 days at your own expense, which is just not doable. But we're still thinking, you know, optimistic by May, you know, that's all going to be finished. The vaccinations are out, so, you know, who knows, everything could be hunky-dory and okay by May, at least to do some kind of smaller event. So with the 500 people had already moved their bookings either to Barbados or to Soul in the Algarve 2022, we were still going to go ahead with an event. Anyway, January comes along now, and then many more people are emailing me, I think because of the new variants and the fact of the quarantine and the uncertainty of everything, that they really wanted to move their bookings to 2022. Within the week of the new variant coming out now, I think more than about another 150 people moved their places over. It ended up that then nearly 700 people have moved their bookings either to 2022 or Barbados 2022. Being completely transparent with you all and giving you the news as soon as I know it is very, very important to me. And keeping people informed, because that's all we can do really. Informed decisions can then be made on that, and I think people need to know, they do need to know the truth about what is happening behind the scenes in the events industry. Soul in the Algarve we were determined for it to go on in May 2021 with the rollout of the vaccine and everything. Things were looking really positive. No one's in control of this, and we like to keep people informed because, you know, it's horrendous at the moment. I mean, I'm so grateful because what this has done for us is it means that the event can carry on for the future for people to enjoy. So everybody that's done that has basically carried Soul in the Algarve along so that it can survive for the future. So we really do thank you for that. It has been a trying couple of years. When COVID first hit a year ago now, it was very new to everybody. Obviously, no one knew anything, you know, what we were going to do. So we had to act very, very quickly and go along with whatever the government was saying. And it turned out eventually for us that the FCO had cancelled all the flights. And this was for the first year. But many people wanted to move their booking over to 2021, which was understandable. We just wanted to have a holiday. We wanted to have CETA and Soul in the Algarve. Who would have known that, you know, these restrictions may be still in place a year later? I think, you know, hopefully by the spring things will get better and some events, or at least by summer, might be able to start slowly by social distancing or whatever. I just want to say thank you so much because you are the ones who are making this event just carry on. Hopefully by 2022 things will be back to normal. You know, if the virus hasn't gone away, we would have learned to live with it, and we've got many more treatments for it, and hopefully people won't be dying from the virus in 2022. So we'll be able to go back to some kind of normality and have our events back. So we've got a big party year happening in 2022. It ended up with a hardcore 20 people left who decided that they still wanted to go to Soul in the Algarve 2021. We've got a whole back end of sound team, production team that we would still need to fly over. And to do that for 20 people, we love you 20 people, don't get me wrong, but it's just not financially viable. So on that basis, all of you have made the decision, because everyone has decided for themselves that they wanted to move their booking either to 2022 or to Barbados 2022, which is absolutely fantastic. Can you imagine the party in 2022? Now, if you are watching this and you haven't yet booked, or you haven't booked for Soul in the Algarve, or you haven't booked for Barbados 2022, please visit the website. You must have a look. 2022 Soul in the Algarve, we will be putting on sale probably at around, I'd say, the end of March. So if you want to join us at Soul in the Algarve 2022, you can visit the website at www.soulinthealgarve.com. So that's www.soulinthealgarve.com. Or if you go, you can join us at Soul in the Caribbean. Look that up on Google, Soul in the Caribbean 2022, and join us in Barbados for the party of a lifetime. It is going to be absolutely fantastic. A huge, huge thank you to everybody, not just for Soul in the Algarve, not just for Barbados, but for Soul Network as well, because we had events running in 2020 for Soul Network that we had to postpone and move and cancel, and all of those. And the people that have emailed in with all your lovely messages, of support and saying how much you want to keep us afloat, because you want to party with us in the future. It's been absolutely emotional and lovely, and it's made me realise how many beautiful, lovely people there are out there who are willing to support the events, and we look forward to them. And you are the ones who have kept it alive, and you will keep it alive, and we will come back, and we're going to come back stronger in 2022, and we're going to party so hard that we're not going to stop partying. In fact, why would we stop partying? We're not even going to go home. Why would we go home? Well, we would have been home for 18 months. So let's party and party and party. And it's going to be amazing. Thank you so much for your support. Long and short of it is, Soul in the Algarve 2022 is the next Soul in the Algarve to look forward to. If you're not one of those lucky people who've got accommodation with us, do check out the website in March and check to see if we've got accommodation or parties available for you to join us, because we would love you to join us. We've been running now for 17 years, it will be, professionals, and no one does it like the CETA team. I have got the best Soul in the Algarve team that helped me run the event in Portugal, and they are absolutely amazing. I want to say thank you so much to you. I have to also say the biggest thank you to Lucy, who has worked doing the Barbados bookings and moving bookings over from Soul in the Algarve 2021 now to Soul in the Algarve 2022.
Hi, I'm Lucy from Soul in the Algarve. I work behind the scenes in the office, so if you've ever emailed or called in, we've probably spoken already.
We've been working hard on that, and Grace, who dips in every now and then to give us a hand as well. Thank you so much to you. I would not be able to do this without you. I definitely wouldn't be able to do it without you guys out there. And the team and everybody else who's played a huge part in helping this event to float means that 2022, 2023, 2024 and beyond, we will have survived to tell this story. And you will have survived to tell this story. We're here, we're alive, we're breathing, we're well, and we just need to keep that way. Keep riding this wave, and let's get back to having wonderful times and meeting up. I felt the support, I felt the love from you all, carrying me along. When I'm in a heap in the corner, I felt the love. Thank you. And I just can't wait to see you all. I really can't wait to see you all. It's been a tough year for us all, but there are brighter times ahead. I promise you, there are brighter times ahead. And I so look forward to seeing you all on the dance floor, on the holidays, and I love you. Thank you. That's all I can say. I love you. Thank you. I must also say a huge thank you to everybody who joins in our virtual Soul Network parties as well. And that has really, well, it's definitely helped me mentally to see your faces on the screen and just to have a dance, play some music. It feels like I've got together with people, and it feels like I've had a night out as well. I get my little bottle of wine, I get my big bottle of wine. I've got my wonderful sound engineer, Carmen, my daughter, who helps me with the social media stuff. I've learned over this lockdown how to stream, which is brilliant. It's been great fun learning that. And that's something that we'll probably take forwards and do when we're at the live events as well, when we get back, and we'll be streaming to those that perhaps can't make it. But thank you so much for everybody that's joined in our virtual events. And we will be doing another one, I think, the end of February. We'll be doing the Soul Network virtual party. And it is such fun. If you haven't been to one before, it's really worth just dip in. Just come and have a look, because I was a bit sceptical at first. We were the first ones to go ahead and do virtual Soul in the Algarve, because we were the first ones to be hit by a COVID, really. We've had a fabulous time doing the events. Obviously, I'd like to see everybody in the flesh much more, but if we've got this, it's keeping it ticking over, basically. It's keeping it ticking over until we can all get back on that dance floor. And what one hell of a party that will be when we can get back, I'm telling you. Things are looking up. We're going to party again together soon, we really are. And I'm going to go and party now, actually. I'm off to play some music. Do you want to join me?